You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, General Hospital fans. This is Belinda from Soap Dirt. I've got your early edition spoilers. These are all new spoilers I haven't given you before. These are for December 4th through 8th. Just a little light look at what is happening next week. If you haven't already, please reach down and click subscribe so you don't miss any of our GH updates. So closing out this week, we've got Austin's body finally found. It has to have been really gross by then. And Dante and Chase are looking into the murder. Meanwhile, Dante still trying to figure out who ran down that WSB guy, Jameson Forsyth, and who actually burned Anna's house. All those are happening. Ava has basically faced questions about it, not only from Sonny, but also from Dante by the time we're into next week. And Carly has a run-in with someone at Kelly's that's interesting, and Kristina and Molly have some sister time, and Ava comes clean to Nina about something. That's kind of the rest of this week in a nutshell. Now, let's talk early spoilers for next week. On Monday the 4th, Molly has an idea that she shares with TJ Ashford. And since on Friday, she gets comfort from Kristina, and Kristina had already talked about being their surrogate before, I wonder if Molly comes to TJ with the idea of, I'd like to try it with Kristina because then both of us will have a biological tie to this child, because it would be, you know, Kristina's egg and she and Molly share a mom, and it would be TJ's sperm. And so it would still be a baby that shared their biology. So as much as TJ doesn't seem to want to start interviewing surrogates again, you know, Kristina's somebody he already knows. And so he might be open to it. We definitely know that's the way it's going. I think it was Kelly Monaco, one of the actresses that's one of the Davis sisters, was in an interview recently and did confirm that Kristina will be the surrogate. And I've known that since they cast Kate Mansi, because that was part of what they dangled to get her to come and take the recast role, because she actually has endometriosis herself and has dealt with some of these issues. So it's a very, very personal storyline to the recast actress playing Kristina. Also on Monday, Drew tells Carly and Josslyn what he's planning. I hope he's learned his lesson, and I hope he's not going to tell them, oh, we're going to try again and merge Aurora and ELQ and get Valentine out of there, get Ned out of there, do this whole thing. He shouldn't have ever told Carly the first time, or his butt never would have been in jail. She shouldn't have acted on the info, but it all started because he opened his mouth about confidential information. So I am very much hoping that this is not the subject of this conversation. I can't imagine it is. I mean, why would Drew tell Joss anything like that? But you never know. All right. Tuesday, December 5th, we've got Ava confronting Cyrus Renault. I wonder if it's about having her kidnapped or if it's her accusing him of killing Austin. Because Cyrus is still, as far as I'm concerned, a top contender because, you know, he was about to flip on Cyrus and turn him over to the cops. Cyrus had the most pressing revenge motive. Of course, Cyrus could have sent someone else to kill him. And I know some people, again, I'd mentioned this on another video recently. People think it might be Nicholas. I'm kind of starting to entertain the option just because Nicholas might have killed him if he found out that Austin was sleeping with her and kind of tormenting her, because Nicholas may think he's the only one who gets to torment Ava, right? She just has terrible, terrible taste in men. Case in point, Ryan Chamberlain. She didn't even know who she was seeing. And that's about as monstrous as it gets. Also on Tuesday, Dante tells Sam what he found out. I wonder if this is the WSB thing, if it's the Austin shooting case, if it's the Anna fire case. There's a lot of criminal cases open right now that they actually are investigating because they're not mob murders. Because, you know, they can't investigate those or Sonny might wind up in trouble. And Dante doesn't want that. Wednesday, December 6th, we have Dante and Jordan coming to tell Laura something. So I feel like it's got to be either, of course I'm speculating, it's got to either be about one of her two family members, Charlotte or Cyrus. If it's about Cyrus, maybe it is proof that they think that he shot Austin, or it could be, the Anna Charlotte stuff that they are discussing. Like, for instance, maybe they figured out that Charlotte definitely didn't burn the house down. Laura would certainly appreciate knowing that. We'll see how it goes. And also on Wednesday, Esme has a very tense encounter with Spencer Cassadine. She is getting ready to move out, and he is just going to have to suck it up. That's just the way it goes. And I don't know. The scene, not this week, but last week, when Spencer was complaining about Esme moving out and Trina just going, finally. Trina, I think, speaking for all of us, definitely overdue. Thursday, December 7th, Lucy Coe is reminiscing with Scotty Baldwin. So I wonder if this is about Bobbie Spencer for the reasons of another spoiler coming on Friday, and because at a fan event in New York and Jersey where Finola Hughes and James Patrick Stewart said that Bobbie Spencer's death storyline kicks off right after Thanksgiving. So maybe they're thinking back on Bobbie because, of course, Scotty and Bobbie were on early and often together. They were always in the same orbit. They were very close. So, yeah. We also have on Thursday, Portia telling Curtis about an experimental treatment that may help him. And I just have one word about that, and it's yay. Donnell Turner is getting some great Emmy-worthy material out of this wheelchair thing, but I'm sure he wants to be on his feet. Curtis does. Probably Donnell Turner does too. Or maybe he likes wheeling around. I don't know. Maybe it's comfortable not having to stand under the hot lights. But I know that his character is very frustrated with this paralysis. So I'm excited about that experimental treatment. I know he was looking into stuff and people kept telling him, don't be too optimistic, and they were kind of discouraging him. So for Portia to come with this is interesting. Let's just hope it's not a lie, because she is a liar who lies about everything all the time. I don't think that she would actually lie about this. I would hope not. And then we are on Friday, December 8th. And Tracy Quartermain remembers her past. And again, so Tracy's been gone a few weeks, and she was going to Amsterdam to help Bobbie wrap up loose ends on Luke Spencer's estate. So with her remembering her past, I feel like that could involve Bobbie, because, Bobbie was her sister-in-law. She was married to Luke at the time of his death. So I wonder if that's what it is, and if she has come back with Bobbie's body, and is telling them that she died in Amsterdam. We definitely need the closure. We need the tribute. We need the funeral. And it looks like it is finally happening. Maybe it kicks off the end of next week, not only because of these spoilers about Tracy, but also about what Finola and James said at their fan event. So finally on Friday, Anna has an update for Valentine. And I wonder if it is proof that Charlotte didn't burn her house, or maybe it is something about the Jameson Forsyth hit and run that was fatal. We'll see. It's shaken up, I think, to be a pretty good week on General Hospital next week. If you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our updates. We will have full roster. Lots and lots of weekly spoilers for you, 4 or 5 spoilers for every single day, and I'll have that for you tomorrow. So be sure and come back, because we are talking General Hospital here 7 days a week. This has been Belinda from Soap Dirt. Drop your comments, subscribe, click that like, come back soon. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.